solid shot of her, like just waiting when she gets through pictures and stuff like that. Slow motion shots of them two together, so that's going to be a flashback bit. So you can see a difference between now and the flashbacks. And the ending shot is going to be more edited because there's a lot more going on in the ending, well, like throughout the whole thing. So we have a lot of editing shots that we need to get. But I need to update that because I need enough more shots.
But the things just to let you know, the things I haven't commented on yet, I haven't seen social media, I haven't seen animatic, I haven't seen brand image, and I haven't seen wider target audience.
How do social media? This was one of the additional tasks where we had to look at the lyrics and where we were going to do what. So obviously we got nailed down, so the blur in the beginning, the editing of the speech not coming out of my mouth, the flashbacks, all the chorus shots are green screen. We found it for you to do. I'm going to find the location. Yeah.
Can I just look at your production schedule so I know when you're going to film it? So you're not very late on off to.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, we made this before, but I think we can now.
Have you booked it? Yeah. So if you can update that, you get more marks for updating and things like that. So put another post on to say when you are actually filming. Okay. So the ones I said, have you got anything on the second blog post on why to target audience? Because you gave me a specific example of somebody, but you didn't give me the wide audience, which should have been there. And something about brand image. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, guys. Can I invite just the comments from the floor first of all? Questions? What?
What is your odd?
Oh, we have not got a name for it yet. Not yet. We haven't
How will you incorporate synergy
Synergy with
with your artists across your platforms?
for example, the coloured hair, we're having coloured hair for our synergy, so she's going to have it in the video, in the CD, and also, obviously I'm going to have the colour, but not as a colour yet, so we think that's it.
Just on a practical level, it's got to be maintained as well.
Yeah.
Because you'll be, probably, filming and taking photographs will take place over a month, so don't have a colour that will wash out and fade and start changing. But do you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Just so make sure that it keeps us so vibrancy and loveliness for the whole period and doesn't get changed.
Yeah.
That's one of them things. Anything else? Over here? No questions? Question, Warren?
I was just the same as that.
Yeah, I have that question. What anyone from over there?
We said good things like they had good illustration of the lyrics, such as like the flashbacks and the eye close-up, and it was a good idea with having like this, like the singer, like everything else being like fast motion, and then the singer just like in normal time. That was a good idea.
Anything else? Okay. Right, I'll just warn you now, I'm going to say a few things. I'm really pleased that you've tried out the special effects, and I know you've put quite a bit of time into doing the special effects, which might be one of the things on there. I do need to see the storyboard in your animatic before you go out filming, but it needs to be complete. So I'll have a look at that in the second half of the lesson. I'm glad we just had a question on synergy, because you did talk about synergy, but I found it fascinating that you could do a synergy post on your blog without actually putting any pictures on it, just talking about it, because I would have expected to visualise, to see the font that you're using, to see the sort of hair that we're using in terms of colour, in terms of style and that kind of stuff, and just have the synergy visualised out rather than just written about. So I think it's difficult for everybody to grasp the synergy until you actually see what you're aiming at, and I think it might be difficult for you to sort of visualise it as well until you actually see pictures of what you're aiming at. So that was a little bit. Two big things though that I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit worried about. The lesser of the two is the branding. And the very first question, thank you, is about your artist's name. I wasn't getting a sense of your artist at all. I don't know who she is. You talked about the character in the video. You talked about the what was the word that you said? The girl in the video, the girl and the boy in the video. You mentioned Jessie J a hell of a lot, and I wasn't moving away. In that picture, I wasn't moving away from Jessie J ever. I don't know who this new artist is. I don't know what their name is. I don't know what they stand for, other than that they're very similar to Jessie J. And that's my biggest problem. I don't know who you are as a clearly defined artist. I don't know what your branding is, because I don't even know what your name is. Yeah? And at this point, where you're about to go out filming, not to know who your artist is and not to be able to convey that to an audience, I'm really worried about that. Second thing I'm really worried about, I'm really sorry about this, I feel like awful, but I've got to be direct and honest with you, is your risk assessments. I think I talked with you last week, I remember us talking about London Bridge and the fact that you'll get moved off London Bridge.
No, we're not on the actual bridge.
You're down below.
Like, no, we're just going wherever the crowd is. We just need like a big crowd to have for the green screen there.
Okay, because the storyboard wasn't finished, but London Bridge seemed to be on your storyboard quite a bit, and it was mentioned a lot, and it's drawn on your storyboard. So if it's drawn on your storyboard, and now you're saying you're not going to London Bridge.
Yeah, you can do one shot of it, but not standing on it.
Okay, all right then. Have you done risk assessments and got permission for filming in King's Cross and at Euston? Because you're not allowed to film on the concourse, you're not allowed to film on the platforms.
Oh, we don't know this.
can't just rock up at a train station and start filming. That's, and I wouldn't know that you're going there. So that's my biggest worry. You might, if it's one shot, you might just be able to get the camera out with a shot before they stop from filming. But you're not allowed to just rock up in the train station and put a tripod out or something. That has to go risk assessed at the train station and all that kind of stuff. They have to look after the thousands of passengers that are coming on intercity, international trains to and fro King's Cross, Euston and stuff like that. So that's a big one. There's big stations as well. It's kind of an unmanned station somewhere in Tufnell Park or something. It wouldn't be such a big thing. But if you try to film there and take a tripod out and all that kind of stuff, they just play to move on straight away. And if, as I say, if it's just one or two shots, you can try and sneakily whip the camera out and get them done. But if it relies on you setting up a nice shot and doing it 2 or 3 times to get it just right and all that kind of stuff, I'd be really worried. But we need to look at that a little bit and think about, are you going to go the whole hog and try and get the risk assessments and get in touch with them and officially organise it, or do you want to think about a different station? So again,
We
that's
will try, but
yeah.
we can't, then we'll just have to do another station.
Yeah, those are the 2 things. It's, it's massive health and safety at railway stations, it really is. I've got people walking around and things like that. Sorry.
That is so short.
Yeah, I know, I'm coming down on the big stress thing. But those are kind of like the key things. So after we finish the other ones, I'll have a quick go through the storyboard and put a quick chat about what we need to do and progress, so that you can go away and get some filming done and get started going back to managing planning and that kind of thing. Okay. And also I've just be thinking about that brand and getting that completely nailed. So this is a completely different, brand new artist that I'm not associating with Jessie J, because you're not Jessie J. Yeah? So that's a big okie doke.